All right, guys, welcome to our first team meeting in April. Woohoo! You guys, you did awesome in March. March was a great month for everyone. We had 3 promotions and I promoted 2, so that was awesome. So I'm 25K now. And then we have Shannon, Lauren, and Pam that all promoted to 5K, which is super duper exciting. So I'm just going to go over sort of some announcements first, just to make sure everyone's up to speed on what the latest announcements have been about convention and the disclaimer and whatnot. And then Pam and Lauren are going to just give a little share on what they did to build their business and what they're finding is working. So convention, so excited. Convention is going to be in October 26th and 27th at the Red Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. So the Red Rock is off the strip. It's in Summerlin. It's a beautiful, beautiful hotel. Last I was there, it was a few years ago, but it is beautiful. So make sure if you're going to go to book your tickets the rooms as soon as possible. You want to book your tickets too, and I'll talk about that in a sec. But the rooms, if you want to stay at the Red Rock, book them as soon as you can, because they only have a certain amount of rooms blocked. $199 for us through the link bookmymdcroom.com. I also put it in our team group, the link. And regularly those rooms go for $350. So it's a great savings. So if you want to be in the same room as the convention, grab your room as soon as possible. The next closest hotel that's quite nice too is the Suncoast. It's only 3.3 miles away from Red Rock. So that is an option too. I don't know what the prices of the Suncoast is, but if these rooms get sold out and you weren't able to snag in time, then the Suncoast is an option, and that's a nice hotel as well. Okay, so the early bird pricing on the tickets is $149 per ticket, and if you want to bring a spouse, you're welcome to, but you do need to buy a ticket for spouses as well. Early bird pricing, Shannon is with us. Early birds pricing for the tickets is $149, but they will go up to $199. So grab them if you can right now. But they also just told us today about a promo. So if you are going to go to conference, you want to grab your tickets as soon as possible, because the promo is that they are going to be giving away a Lexus car. You probably saw the picture of it in your back office. It's really snazzy little green sports Lexus with HempWorx on the side and My Daily Choice. That, and also thousands of dollars on stage. And so everyone can get an entry to win. And how you get an entry is by enrolling a customer or an affiliate. So the promo starts as soon as you buy your conference ticket. So everyone, I saw you, Karen. Did you just enroll someone today?
I enrolled someone yesterday and today, both directors.
Oh,
dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay. So anyway, so as soon as you buy your ticket, so I just purchased Tom and I's today, because if someone goes on your website and becomes a customer or an affiliate, that gets you an entry. And, you have until from the time you buy your ticket to March 1st to get as many entries as possible. And they're going to pick 10 finalists. So, so don't get discouraged like, oh, I'll never, be a winner, because there's people that can enroll, 300 people a month. But if they get picked, as they can only get picked one time, so then that's them, done. So it only actually takes one time to get picked. So just you want to just work your business anyway, because enrolling customers and affiliates is building your business. So you want to do that anyway, and the bonus is just getting as many entries as possible into this giveaway, which is amazing. And you guys, they do stuff top notch. I was at the very first conference last October, and I've been to company conferences before, but I was so surprised how awesome they did it. Of course, it was really small because it was their first one, and I think they just started advertising it in August or September, and then the conference was in October. But Friday night was it was the launch of the conference, and so everyone was given, I think, 2 drink tickets. So you got free drinks, and then there was free hors d'oeuvres, and then it was the kickoff to the conference. So the conferences I'd been to before, we never got free drinks and free appetizers and stuff. And then on the day of the conference, when you walked in the room, there was teas, coffees, fruit, bottles of fruit juice, and that and all that. And then they gave you dinner, and it was a 3-course sit down meal where people waited on you. And so I've never had that too. Any conference I had before, you were on your own for dinner. It wasn't provided for you. So in the price of this $149, you're getting Friday night, which is hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and then Saturday, that nice 3-course meal. And then also last October is when they released the pet products, the pet oil and the treats. So everyone that was at conference went home with a free pet oil and a free bag of dog treats. So with your spouse being with you, if you take a spouse, then they also get the free product. So we definitely will be launching some new products at conference. So anyone that goes will get to bring home. That's what they did in October. So I'm presuming, I think they said that you get it again. So it's just another reason to go to conference. As well as, conference just boosts your business. I mean, it just instills the believability of the business, and you get to see other leaders and meet Josh and Dana. So definitely, you guys, if you can, make it to conference. Buy your ticket as soon as possible, because then you'll have more chances for the giveaways for the car and the money giveaways that they're going to do. Somebody's making noise. Can everyone just mute right now? Let's see. He's not muted. Okay. Anyway, so how you buy your conference tickets, just log into your back office, and it's right there. It's one of the tabs says MDC conference. So that's where you go in and purchase your ticket. So if you're buying for your spouse, then there's a drop down, and you can buy 2 tickets right there. Okay. And then the disclaimers that they've been talking about. Now, just to make everyone clear, that disclaimer needs to be on every testimony post that mentions either HempWorx or My Daily Choice. If the company's name is in that testimony somewhere, the disclaimer needs to be on that post. And you cannot put the disclaimer in the comments. That doesn't work, because you have to think of, if somebody shares that post even if it's in your group, and if they copy and paste and share, the disclaimer needs to be able to go with that. So if it's on your timeline, you can add it as like a photo, because if they share from your timeline, and then all the photos go, but comments don't go. So just make sure that you're very thorough on having that disclaimer there, because compliance is really going to start cracking down, and they will give you warnings and stuff. So just make sure if they, find something that you've missed or forgotten, just add it to it right away. And it's because, because our company is booming so much that now we're on the radar. And so now we have to really mind our P's and Q's. And before, when we were just beginning, we weren't, not so many people knew about us. But now that, Josh is the biggest buyer of CBD oil in the world, people know about us. So we just have to be very careful and protect the golden goose, right? We want our businesses to stay around. So just teach all your affiliates to be compliant too. And if you see someone that's forgotten to add the testimony, the disclaimer, just remind them to pop it on there. They can edit the post and just add the disclaimer on the bottom, or those photo ones that you can, insert in a photo too. So any way you want to do it, just make sure you've got that testimony there. Okay. So that's I want to get Shannon on because I know she's super tired. She's been up since 3 a.m. her time. So let me just get her on while she's with us so she can share. Hopefully she's right there because I saw her picture. So Shannon, are you still there with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I just unmuted you. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I want you to share with everyone what you've been doing. You personally enrolled, 18 people last month or something?
Yeah, it was either 18 or 20, I don't remember.
Something like that. You're a rock star.
Yeah.
Just share what you found to be useful and, how you're building.
Okay, so, and by the way, thank you for letting me go first, because I'm pretty tired. I mean, I've been up since like midnight your time. I feel like I kind of got a second win though. These meetings get me excited. Okay, so I'm just looking at my notes of what I've already went over with my team. And a lot of what I've been doing, guys, has been social media. I've got 3 kids, 5, 3, and 1, and so I'm always very busy. And I don't have a lot of time to, do meetings and stuff like that. So a lot of it has been Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I have been posting a lot on Snapchat of lifestyle posts, like food that I cook, stuff that I do with my kids, and I always slip in my HempWorx there. And I've actually had a lot of people reach out to me and ask me about it on Snapchat. Snapchat's a different world if you're not on there. People actually talk to you. Like Facebook, people ignore you, but on Snapchat, it's more personal. People talk to you. So one of the features that I like on there is you can actually attach a link. Okay, so you post a snap, you can attach a link, your website, the free tour, whatever, and have people swipe up to click on it. That's a new thing I've been using. Instagram, I've just been, alternating lifestyle posts with business posts. And to be honest, guys, a lot of people have just been reaching out to me, and I've just been going with the flow and trying to keep up with everyone. Because, I mean, let's just be honest, I've never seen anything like this. Okay, you're on this call right now because you obviously want to take your business serious. If you're not enrolling people, there's something that you're missing. And, really, I don't really want to go over all the social media stuff because probably you guys know it. And if you don't, I think there's another time for that training. But I feel like the 2 most important things that I can tell everyone is how to sign up a customer, how to sign up an affiliate. And the first step, and this is what I've been teaching my team, the very first step, you guys, is identifying what their problem is, because the moneymaker is going and finding a testimony that matches that person. So when someone tells me that they have migraines or whatever their problem is, I find at least 2 or 3 testimonies. I screenshot it and I send it right to them. Same thing if you see people in your feed that are complaining about things. figure out what their problem is, send them a testimony. Testimonies are what sign up customers. So I show them a testimony. I answer any questions that they have, but I only answer what they ask me. I don't try to like blow their mind with all my CBD knowledge, because that's just going to chase people away. You don't want to overwhelm them. Answer the questions that they ask you and then follow up. I like to try to follow up within 24 hours to figure out where they're at, and then the following Friday, because everyone gets paid on Friday. And honestly, when I follow up, I'm not like, are you ready to buy your oil? I'm just like, hey, how are you doing? I'm helping a couple other people put in their order right now, and I've got some time. So I just wanted to offer my help to you. I remembered that your migraines really have been bothering you. Is this now a good time? Whatever. I remind them of their problem, and I just offer my help, and then I move on. As far as signing up new affiliates goes, the number one step is just getting them pre-enrolled. Like, you got to get them in the system so they start getting that FOMO, that fear of missing out, right? Because our system is awesome. Like, the tools that we have, you guys here, is freaking awesome. Get them pre-enrolled, and then once I get that email that they're in the system, I send them the HempWorx comp plan video, and I say, as soon as you get done watching this, message me. I think you're going to like this. So I kind of get excited about it, but I'm not like over the top. They watch it and they come back to me, and I'm like, all right, like, are you ready to get started? Do you think being affiliate is going to be a fit for you? And if they say yes, I get them enrolled. If they say no, I say, why don't you just be a customer, test out the product and see how it goes. And I'm not like trying to convince anyone to join this business, because I want people who want to be here. And I'm not trying to convince anyone to buy this oil, because we have a 30-day money back guarantee. Like, if they really want it, they're going to buy it. So, I mean, if anyone's having trouble as far as getting enrollments, like, just write down those steps and just follow the same steps over and over. It's very tedious. You're on repeat, but just keep it simple and do those, and you'll close the deal. Laura, is there anything else that you want me to talk about before I pass I'm still going to stay on and listen to Pam and Lauren, but I don't want to take up too much time. Is there anything else that you want me to say?
Does anyone have a quick question for Shannon on anything that she mentioned? Karen?
Karen?
Okay, let me unmute you, Karen.
There, I got it.
Okay.
Do you send them the link to pre-enroll themselves, or do you ever enter the information yourself for them?
I like them to do it so that they can see it and be familiar with it, because I'm training a new affiliate. So I've posted before, like, drop your email if you want to take a free spot or whatever. But all the people that drop their email, I message them and I say, hey, look, I'm going to send you this link. Just put your name and email in it, and then let me know when it's done. Of course I know, because I get the email. But no, I let them do it.
And do you
use the app?
I use both. I have a note saved in my phone of my links, so I can copy and paste them. But I really do like the app. I like those links because they're different in there. So I have been using that. I think it's helpful. I also have a website domain, which most people do. And I've been telling my team it's smart to have it. I think it looks more professional, and I changed my username in the system to match my website name, if that makes sense. Because I'm posting on so many different platforms. Like on Instagram, I've gotten some new customers. I don't even know who they are. I've actually gotten a lot of customers. I don't even know who they are. I don't know where they came from. But I wanted my page to look like professional and like a business, and not like I'm an affiliate, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Do you do anything besides social media?
I wear my t-shirt to the gym. I really don't get out a lot. When I go into gas stations and stores, I have my business cards, and I'll ask for the owner or the manager. And, I just get right to the point. And I think that's I don't know. Some people, I mean, yeah, make friends with people, love them up, okay? But I don't have a lot of time because I'm so busy. So I like to be very upfront and let's just get down to business. So when I talk to store owners, I'm like, are you the owner? Are you the manager? Have you ever heard of this? Do you carry anything like this? Would you be interested? This is in high demand. And I just tell them, I'm like, I'm selling the crap out of this, okay, all over the internet. And people want this. And if you want to make some money, you could be stocking this in your store. And if they have questions, then I'll answer it right then. But usually I'm like, do you want to set up a time to talk to me on the phone? Because I have to go. So just keeping the urgency, because I'm not going to be desperate for anybody's attention or order, because like we don't have time for that. Like so many people need this. So yeah.
When you're telling them about the pre-enrollee, are you kind of forewarning them about it being My Daily Choice so that they're not getting confused like you did in the beginning? Not really anymore.
I sometimes let them know. If they come to me and they say that they're confused, I'll say My Daily Choice is HempWorx. It's some other company. So it's all the same thing. So if someone, orders and they're like, when's my product going to get here? I say, check your inbox for My Daily Choice. But other than that, when I get people pre-enrolled, I just say, it's super simple. All you're doing is holding a spot so I can start building a team for you while you decide if this is for you. You don't have to sign up if you don't want to, but in the meantime, I'm going to start getting it rolling for you. And you really need to watch that video and let me know what you think and what you want to do. So just very to the point. And as far as follow-up goes, I know from experience that follow-up is the job that people don't really like to do, but that's what seals the deal. I've been following up with people once or twice, and I haven't gone back through that list again yet, just because I've had so many people constantly messaging me. But I just want to say that it's super important. And if somebody doesn't answer you or doesn't order and they want to, it's never about you. It's either a money issue or a family issue, or their husband doesn't know if they should do it, like whatever. Just keep sending them testimonies. Don't bug the crap out of them, but keep them on your list and just keep going for sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. I don't see anyone that has any more questions. Okay. And anyone
Cool.
that has questions, they can type it in the chat too. Okay. Thank you, Shannon. Pam, you are next. Let's see, where are you? Pam? Oh, there you are. Okay, Pam, are you there? Can anyone hear Pam? I can't hear Pam. I can't. Okay, talk, Pam. I can't hear you. Okay, I'm not the only one. Kim can't hear you either, Pam. You know what the deal is? Okay, mute, unmute. Okay, try again, Pam. Can't hear you.
Okay, how about now?
Yep, now we can.
Okay. So I've got too many things. I've got the computer screen going, my cell phone, and my regular phone going. Okay.
Perfect. All right.
So it's interesting listening to Shannon talk about how she runs her business, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, so many of those things I don't do. I do kind of different things. I kind of had forgotten about the whole pre-enroll thing. I mean, I didn't forget about it, but I just really haven't been using it. So a couple of the things that I wanted to just go over tonight, because I've been consistently doing like anywhere from 15 to 20 people a month, in both in customers and affiliates. And it's just really interesting because I have found, and I've shared with some of my teammates, that it's really important to be confident when you talk about the product. I mean, we've all tried it. We've all had good results. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this business. And we never should feel like we need to apologize for anything or be timid about it. There's a saying that I learned years ago from an old boss of mine. He always said, come from strength, not from weakness. And I think that really is so important when we're talking to people and sharing our own testimonies, just to be confident. The other thing is that we've been talking about on my team just in the last couple of days is the importance of posting on your own personal page, like in Facebook, for instance. A lot of my folks have felt like they needed to set up a separate page for this, or not really, they were afraid that if they posted on their own personal page, that their friends would unfriend them. And I said, really, that's so interesting, because we've got our hands on something really, really good. We know it works. We should be shouting it from the rooftop. And why would we keep that a secret from our friends? And if people unfriend us, I don't know what to say, but I have been posting religiously every single day. Most times it's multiple times during the day. I try to mix a testimony with maybe a curiosity type of post, like, have you heard about CBD oil? And then you stop there and wait for responses. Or, oh my gosh, those magic drops, leave it there and get responses. And in the past 2 weeks, I have signed a number of people that have called randomly out of the blue. I mean, a woman, and Laura, I think I shared this with you, that I used to babysit her kids 55 years ago. I had forgotten that she was even my friend on Facebook, and she reached out to me and she said, I've been watching your post. She never liked my post. She never commented on my post, but she said, I've been watching your post. And she signed up as a customer. And it's just been interesting because I've had multiples of those. So people are watching. It's important to post every day. And don't be salesy. Don't be, oh, here's this product, you've got to buy it. It's not about that. It's almost just compelling people to action with the curiosity element, or the fact that maybe a testimony that you think somebody might look at and say, oh gosh, that's me. Because I always try to do testimonies where a large number of people could potentially identify with what that testimony is talking about. I try to mix in some pet things as well. And again, just creating the curiosity. I find that when I post those curiosity posts that don't have a lot of information with them and without my link, and I too have the special domain name that I bought from GoDaddy, and I agree with Shannon. I think that's a lot nicer than just having the hempworx.com/whatever your name is. But it's really been interesting how many people have literally come out of the blue. So as busy as I am, I'm always working on posting and making sure to weave that in with, because I have to post a lot for my regular business in pancreatic cancer. So I try to weave those things in together, because I know I have a lot of people following me in that community. And it's working for me. It is absolutely working for me. And outside of social media, and I only use Facebook because I'm old and I don't get all the Snapchat stuff. I need to take a class or something from Shannon. But everybody I talk to, I find a way to weave it into the conversation. And you have to get a little creative, but it's almost become a game. Like, how am I going to weave it into this conversation? Or how am I going to weave it into that conversation? And again, it's just creating that curiosity, sharing my story. I try never to be really salesy, and it's working. It's working. So, and you've got to have fun doing it. I think that's the most important thing. We've got an amazing product. It's an amazing company, amazing compensation plan, and we just need to keep having fun with it.
Awesome. I agree. Thank you. Yeah, just we do. I mean, we have to be so confident in our product because I personally think we have the best product out there at the price point that it is. And yeah, I mean, just, and people are attracted to confidence too, so if you're,
Yeah. And the one thing I wanted to say too is I think when you were talking to Shannon, you were talking about, watching for ailments and identifying ailments. When people call me, I mean, that is the first thing that I ask them, what is it that you're trying to address? And then they'll tell me, and I said, okay, great. We certainly can't make any medical claims, but I have seen many testimonies from others where they have gotten relief, so it might just work for you as well. And then I asked them another really important question. I said, who else do you know that might also benefit from our product? And that is how I sell so many director packs, because they'll say, oh, well, my wife or my husband or my daughter or my neighbor or my nephew. I mean, Saturday, I got a call from Steve's sister-in-law that I haven't spoken to in probably 3 years, out of the blue. Again, I've been watching your posts. She's actually a nurse practitioner, so I thought that was very cool. And she says, how much is the product? And I told her, and I said, but who else do you know? And she said, well, my nephew has this, this, and this. I said, well, I can show you a way to save some money if you want to kind of pull all that together and do for you and your nephew both. So that's just another tip. I always ask, who else do you know? And then I sell them a director pack because they feel like they're getting a good deal, and they are.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. That's great. Also, asking people for referrals too, just because, this business is so much different than any other network marketing businesses, I think, because we're not asking for product testers or, asking them to try this shake or blah, blah, blah. We have a product that is changing lives. So, do you know someone, who maybe is suffering from a headache or, migraines or, back pain or fibromyalgia or something, ask them to search in their head, their friend base who they know are suffering, and that we might have the answer that they've been looking for, to get them off those big pharma. So it's so much easier, I think, for us to be able to ask for referrals because we are like giving a gift. Our product is a gift to people, and so nobody should be nervous or scared to, ask people for referrals, because just think of it, if you had the cure for cancer, you'd want that to be spread right around to everyone. You wouldn't keep that to yourself. You would, share the glory. So that's kind of how I feel about our business. And that's why our business is so much different in the other network marketing companies I've been in. There's no way that month after month I and my team or my sidelines would be enrolling 15, 20 people every single month between customers and affiliates. Right, Pam? That never happened in
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, I work in the field of cancer, so I feel like this is the closest thing we have to what we wish we had in the world of cancer, and I think using those couple little buzzwords about and flat out saying to people, we certainly can't make medical claims, because then you've put it out on the table. But so you've made it really clear that you're not doing that, but you're seeing people that are getting results. Right. And people seem to really appreciate the transparency and the honesty and just having that genuine type of conversation.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. Does anyone have questions for Pam? Oh, we're good. I don't see anyone raising their hand. Okay. Thank you, Pam. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, thank you.
Lauren, you're up. I'm going to unmute you.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
It's pretty much ditto for what both said, but
hard being the last one, huh?
well, kind of. But I didn't sign that many people last month. I had in the previous months, but I had a couple of affiliates and a bunch of customers, but I was concentrating on my team and helping them more than anything. And towards the end of the month, when I saw that I could possibly get to 5K, I really jumped on everything and made a lot of phone calls, talked to a lot of people. I actually got to the point where I needed to pull the reins in because I was going over it and I wanted to go into the next month, but I decided that didn't have to happen either. So hopefully next month we'll just keep going like everybody else. So,
Well,
but no, I have a system, a business system that I use where I add my affiliates and customers in, and I also add in sub-affiliates, which are affiliates of other affiliates under me that have signed affiliates. And if they want to add them to the group, I send emails out to them and I add them to groups. And I do a lot of work for everybody, and I answer a lot of questions. And maybe I'm overdoing it a little bit, and I'll get to the point where I won't be able to handle it anymore. But so I'll have to work on that a little bit.
right, because you definitely
But
you want to build leaders under you.
yes,
Yeah.
correct. So, I mean, I do post quite a bit, and I do have my regular, my own Facebook group that I post on, and then I have a pet one. I do a lot with pet stuff too. I've got a lot of pet people that buy for their pets the treats and the oils and stuff. So,
Yeah,
and
because
that's
definitely,
a big market. Yeah.
yeah, and the pet market is a $66 billion market, so you have a great niche there. And do
Yeah.
you find that you approach the pet market different than the regular people market?
Not so much. It's basically, well, I've had people ask me about if it'll work on their rabbits and everything else. It's weird. But why anything that has a heart, I think it will work on. So, and blood. But it's just, you take it a day at a time. Like the video that Josh and Jenna did the other day when they talked about if you want the business to work, the more people you talk to, the more money you're going to make, and following up and all that. And that was so important, and to get them all to take the tour, which is really important too. I was a little disappointed because I have the app on my phone, and you can't put the app on your phone and have somebody that you're talking to put it in to your phone, because that doesn't work. I don't know if you knew that. So it will work, but it doesn't send the email back to that person. It comes back to me. It's weird. And I think Josh mentioned that it wouldn't work. I just tried it. So, I mean, when you go out and you talk to somebody, you're out talking and they're interested and they have a phone, you can message them and have them sign up right for it right there. That way I mean, a lot of times, and you probably know that you send the link for the BizOp link to people, and some people sign up and some don't. A lot more don't than do. So if you're, with somebody and they're interested, do it for them, and that way they get set up. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely. And I've also used the Thursday calls too. If you get people
Yeah,
on the BizOp, if they've signed up there, then feed them into the Thursday calls too. And that's all part of the system. That's all part of our business in
right.
the box.
Yeah, I record that call on my phone. Actually, I have a recording thing on my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called. Everybody should check this out because you can record. I mean, any call that you make, it records, and It's called ACR. It's the app.
ACR?
ACR. Yeah. I guess you're supposed to tell people you're recording their calls, but I don't. But when I'm done getting off the phone, I just says, "Do you want to keep the recording?" And I say no. But when I want, like on the calls that we have on the Thursday night calls, I record them and I send them to everybody and say you can offer, share it with anybody interested, or
So,
like that.
so how
So
long does that recording stay? Or
on the phone.
yeah, when you record it, so like on the Thursday night calls, if you want to record it on that app, does it stay forever and you can just
Yeah,
keep forwarding it?
and you can forward it through message or email. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I've never heard of that. So that's
I know.
you.
So,
So many times that call is supposed to be recorded, but then I never, can get the recording. So it's
I
good.
like that I have it right on the phone and I can just send it to whoever I want. And you send a message with it, just stating about the call and share it with anybody else that you have that's interested and let them listen to it. So
You could send it through Messenger. So if someone is international and you sent it like through Messenger, could they listen to it?
Messenger or email you can send it to.
International.
There's other things too. I don't know. It's probably the Instagram and all that. I don't do any of that stuff, so I don't know. I'd have to look. But it works pretty good. So, but anyways, I mean, things
Hey,
just.
Lauren, sorry to cut you off. I was just going to ask, can you post those calls like in the group pages, like in the team pages? Can you post it?
That's a good question. I'll check that out.
Try it this Thursday and see if you can put it in our team page after it happens.
I have the one from last week where Jerry West, that one that he did.
Well, I missed that one. I wasn't on it. See if you can, after our Zoom, see if you can put it in our group page, our team page.
Okay, if I don't tonight, it'll be tomorrow. I'll try it.
Okay, yeah, getting late for you guys, huh?
Yeah. My dogs are looking at me. It's, they know when it's time.
Fine.
But anyways.
Does anyone have any questions for Lauren?
I mean, it was kind of ditto for what everybody else said. I mean, we're happy to be where we're at, and we just work at it and take it a day at a time. Take a deep breath. I mean, it's like, you work it the way you want to work it.
And everyone just work it. Oh, Karen has a question.
Sure.
I have a general question I put in the comments, but I didn't see any responses. In general, are you guys using the MDC or the HempWorx BizOp?
The HempWorx.
Okay.
I haven't done anything with the other MDC I mean, I've tried some of the products, but I haven't. I want to just stay away from that and just concentrate on the HempWorx because that's what's going cuckoo. So.
Well, I know they're combining,
Yeah.
so I wasn't sure if that was combined yet or not.
Yeah, I only do HempWorx as well.
Right.
Awesome.
So, yeah, and everyone's goal is something different. So I know that not everyone wants to climb the ranks and be a super affiliate. Some people just are in this business because they just want to make a couple $100 a month, and then others want to make several thousand a month or 6 figures a month. So everyone's goals are different. So just do what you want to get out of this, put in what you want to be able to get out of the business. I don't want anyone to feel pressured that they have to, climb the ranks if that's not what you're in this business for, right?
Right.
But just, the last team Zoom, we talked about goals and writing goals down. And in the month of February, every day I wrote 25K affiliate and at least 10 customers and affiliates and ranked 25 every day. I wrote it down every day. For the end of February, we ended the month at just over 22K, and so I didn't quite reach the goal. But then in March, with the same goal in mind, writing it down, we actually ended March close to 32K and over the 10 affiliates and customers. So, I was writing it down because that's, in the last team Zoom, I said how important it is to write your goals down and then look at it every day. So by writing it every day, it's in your mind. And then if you have little stickers around the house so you actually see it every day, it's ingrained in your mind. And then, of course, you need to think about the daily action steps that you need to take to reach the goals. But it does work. And I missed it by a month, but then in March we got it. So it's just incredible. how
Right.
it works. Things get ingrained in your subconscious, and then you start, doing actions that make these goals reached. So, does anyone have anything else? Kim, you're raising your hand. Where are you? You have a question, Kim? Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so I ran, this is for anybody who has maybe a thought on what I should do. I ran into a problem yesterday. It's not a horrible problem, but maybe somebody has some guidance for me. I was in a Facebook group, and they were talking about CBD oil, and I jumped in there. I was answering questions one person had because her dog, she wasn't sure if she wanted to try more CBD oil because her dog had an odd reaction to it, but I don't know what brand she used. I have no idea. So she then started looking up things online and posting, not all CBD is the same, and you have to worry about how it's processed. So I was throwing in little HempWorx pieces of information because it's a group of like 1,500 people, and a lot of people were commenting. But it's also a group where you can't post things for sale either. So I figured, okay, it was the evening, the conversation was winding down, and if there was more conversation, I'd see it the next day. Well, I got an instant message from the person who initiated the conversation, and she said, "Hey, I just ordered," and I'm thinking, uh-oh. So I went and looked, and I'm like, and I wrote back to her, ordered from HempWorx, and I ? And she said, yeah, she said, I put in your name and your ID number is such whoever has the ID, whoever is / just Kimberly has my customer, who's no longer my customer, obviously. So any thoughts on a better way? I mean, I know people lose people. Okay, I can handle that. But I'd like to not have that be a regular thing. So is there something that anybody would have guidance on what to say, so then people don't get all jazzed and excited and run to their computers that you don't know they're doing it and order and it's not from you?
I can help you with this one.
Thank you, Shannon.
And I was about to say, let's because when she first started, she was great at this. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, all I was going to say was, do you have a domain for your website?
I do not for that one, no.
Okay, well, just get a domain from GoDaddy linked to your website. Because it was someone tried to order and they ended up under the wrong person.
Well,
Is that what happened?
They ended up under the wrong person just because they didn't realize that the web name from me, the address, because in that group you can't post things for sale. So I couldn't just throw in my website for everybody to see. And it was just
Okay, so next time you're having a conversation with somebody and they're acting interested, just get to the point. Message them and say, are you interested in learning more about this? Do you want the link to this? Ask them yes or no questions. And then once they give you permission to send it, you're off the hook for the group rules per se.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe being more proactive, like you're saying, is probably my better route to go. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really be passive and wait for, okay, people need direction and they need to be told what to do. They don't know what they're doing. They need someone to give them direction. So don't feel like you're being bossy. Just get to the point. You don't have to be pushy or salesy. Just get the question out.
Okay.
Okay. And don't feel insecure about it, like what Pam was talking about.
Thank you.
And then then also what I was thinking, Shannon, too, was when you're in that group, Kim, and you could just put out little blurbs like, oh, I found this great oil and I have a special link where you can get it too. Remember, Shannon, in the beginning, that's what you just did? You just told people that you had a link.
Oh, yes. Okay, so because I don't like to sound salesy, because I just don't like salespeople, period. And so I don't want to be one. So I commented on different articles, news articles that I had found about CBD oil or the opiate crisis. And all I said was, hey guys, I actually just found out you can get the pure CBD in the world in the mail, and it's legal in all 50 states. If anyone wants the link, I'm happy to share it. That's all I said.
Okay, cool.
And so I didn't sound like an affiliate. I was just like referring them to something new that I found. For all they know, it's just a site like, Charlotte's Web or whatever.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura, can I add one more thing too?
Yes.
Sure, Pam, please.
Okay. So I was just thinking, I'm listening to all these comments and I was just thinking about this. So I have a gal who, so she can't really afford to buy the product, but she's in a lot of the same groups that I'm in for just some other health issues that we have in common. And I don't want to be the one always saying, oh, here, buy CBD for me or whatever,
Right.
So I just keep her in CBD oil and she directs people to my site all the time. And she's very excited because she gets her oil and it's not me showing up over and over and over again. She pops into all these different sites and does it. And it's clearly not her site. So she's just saying, hey, here's where I get mine. And shares my link because it's.
Yep. It's interesting you said that because that's actually exactly what happens in another group that I'm in. It's another HempWorx person, which of course is fine, but she sends the oil to another person, and that person just constantly, oh, hey, look, you want some CBD oil for your pets? Here's where I get it. Click and puts it in. So that is quite interesting. Okay.
And everybody's happy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, Shannon has something she wants to add real quick before she has to get off. So, Shannon.
Hey, so Lauren, I just wanted to say thanks for sharing everything that you share. And I really think that you're awesome and you just crack me up. Okay. One thing I did want to say though, and I think I remember that you had done something like this in the past, haven't you? Or is this your first MLM gig?
No, it's not even close to my first one. No.
Okay. I thought you had done it before. But I just wanted to say, because when you were talking about, and this goes for everyone on the call, because we're all leaders, and this time next year, we're going to have massive teams and maybe even different teams than we have right now. But one of the things that I really got myself burnt out on last time I did something like this, was what you're doing. And it's like, you're the big daddy of everyone. And like, you're trying to like keep all of your baby chicks in your nest and protect them and help them answer, I did the same thing. And I'm like, I'm going to be a good leader this time around, but I'm not going to do some of those things. And I think it's important for everyone to know that they're in charge of their own business. Like, I'm only accountable for mine, no one else's, but I'll help other people. So I flat out told my team, like, I'm not babysitting anyone. I'm not going to chase anyone. If you need my help, you can come to me. And I'm telling them everything that I'm doing as far as making a group, but I'm not trying to like take care of them and all of their people, if that makes sense. And, I just let them know, like, I'm your friend and your business partner. I'm not your boss. I'm not your manager. And, I understand, and I need you to understand that everyone, people are going to come and go in this business. You love them in and you love them out. and you love them where they are. And also, like, you can't let your team hold you back. You can't like be waiting on people, if that makes sense. I was just cracking up when you were talking about how you had to pull the reins back a little bit because you were like blowing past your goal and you wanted to save some of those enrollments for the next month. And I totally get that. But I just wanted to share that. I think we have really good leadership on our team. And I think it's important for everyone to step up and level up, take accountability for their own stuff. And also, you know, certain questions that people ask, no question is a bad question, but think about where to find the answers, because time is precious for all of us when we're sharing with everyone. Do you know what I'm saying, Laura? And so if somebody on your team is asking you the same questions, tell them where to get it, don't give it to them. Because you're like enabling them to just use only you as a resource. You know what I'm saying? And it'll suck the life out of you eventually. So anyways, I just was thinking about that and I wanted to share that. And yeah, I think this team is rocking and awesome, and this is going to be crazy. So thanks, Laura, for doing these.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, Shannon. And Tammy, do you have a question? Your hand's raised. So, are you ready, Tammy? Okay.
Can't hear
Are you
her.
unmuted?
We can't hear you, Tammy.
Tammy, can't hear you.
I think she's dialed in on the phone, maybe. Yeah, okay. Maybe next time. Okay. All right, guys. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed.
Good night.
You all have a great night and see you next week.
No, we do it twice a month. So the
Oh, okay. In 2 weeks.
yeah, first and third Tuesdays. And our next one, I will be back from the leadership conference and the grand opening too. So I'll let you all know about that. Karen's going to the grand opening too, and Dorothy, and I think maybe Lynette too. And that's all I know so far. So if you're going to the grand opening, let me know. But then I'll be able to share everything that I've learned from the leadership conference that I get to go to. So that'll be fun. So you guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being part of this team. Thank you for showing up when we do these live. I really appreciate you guys who are here each and every time. That means a lot to me because I could just sit and do this and talk to myself. That would be no fun at all. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And just make sure you check our team page every day because lots of info gets in those groups. Okay, you guys. And if you have a win of something, share it with us all. If you are a new customer, if you have a new affiliate that got a new customer, or a new, whatever, any little win that you want to share. If you did something during the week that you found was helpful, share it with everyone. That's awesome since we only get together twice a month now. Okie dokie. All right.
Hi, guys.
Night, everybody.
Stop the recording.
Bye.